The story is quite amazing. I do a concert in Quebec, and there's a lady who come, and she said to me, Monsieur Lefèvre, this is for you. You're the only one who can have that. And in that bag, there was 4 recording on acetate, because at the time when you were going to some radio station, you were playing, and at the same time it was recording. Mathieu's work have been composed between the age of 4 and the age of 18. That was probably the biggest work he did in his life. So you just have to imagine a young kid of 6, 7 playing in Carnegie Hall, having Rachmaninoff almost crying, having Albert Einstein jumping on his feet, having Roosevelt, having all those people amazed by that genius, and a couple of years after being forgotten. So Mathieu today is alive, and the world will celebrate Mathieu. This is something I'm completely convinced. Of course, it was an enormous deal, because we have to keep in mind that the concerto was first on a tape. There was no score. The score had been done after. Mathieu played the concerto like this. It took a lot of work from Gilles Bellemare, who just listened thousands of hours to rewrite the score. This is the first score ever. That's my working score. And you're not talking about what I could say a little piano concerto. You're talking about an enormous piano concerto. Mathieu was there in the same time as Rachmaninoff, of Gershwin, and on the other half, in Europe and everywhere, you had Stravinsky. Everyone was pushing, but Mathieu was there as a romantic, as someone a little bit out of the blue, composing those wonderful themes. So the city with the Tucson Symphony Orchestra is very special. Tucson Symphony Orchestra is a first-class orchestra. The sound of the orchestra is amazing, and this is a live recording. When people are going to listen to some of the violin solo in this city, it's amazing the way the violin play, and the wind section, and everyone. And George Hansen is a wonderful conductor. So I believe that somewhere we're celebrating someone from North America. In Europe you have that enormous wave with Rachmaninoff, Mussorgsky, Tchaikovsky, Chopin, Franz Liszt, and us here, we do not have so much romantic composer. And Mathieu somewhere, of course, is from Quebec, and is from Canada, but somewhere is the son of North America, and it will represent for everyone and for everybody romanticism that is very alive here. It is a big score. It is, we're talking about almost 100 pages of music. It was a tremendous work for me, because it is always difficult to work something that have never been played. You have constantly to imagine what would have been Mathieu's wish. I do strongly believe that Mathieu's music is going to be something that the world will be the owner. Of course, Mathieu will stay a French-Canadian, a Quebecer, and it is important for us to have this kind of hero. But on the other half, his music is an old friend. The first time I played Mathieu in the States, people were crying. I had that fascinating story. Mathieu was, this is dramatic, he was a heavy drinker. And I played the Quebec concerto, and after the concert, there's a man come. The man cries, he's taking me in his arm, and he's saying to me, I did understand everything. And I said, yes, sir, what do you mean? He said, I'm myself an alcoholic, and I'm trying to get over it. And he said, in his music, I did understand exactly what was his life. And the man was in tears. I hope that when you will listen to Mathieu's music, the concerto, the orchestra piece, and the choral piece, that you would be, as I was, moved and almost have tears in my eyes. So beautiful music, such a great genius.